Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you get this. How are you? It is Wednesday, July 9th, and I'm having a decent day. I hope you are too. The temperature is very mild outside right now, which is unusual. I'm very much used to it being overwhelmingly hot. So this is like a nice surprise, honestly. So hello, welcome in. Yeah, I hope you're doing all right today. I pulled some cards just to do a little read on the energy today. I actually pulled some cards already. I pulled some cards earlier. So I wanted to kind of dive into, it with you. I have my incense going over here. I'm using my chakra incense. It's like got a little, it's really pretty. I'll have to share it with you guys at some point. I don't have the box on me, so I can't give you the exact name of it, but it is probably one of the most delicious smelling incenses I've ever bought, ever in my life. So, all right. So first out the gate today, I have to say, listen to this bird. He's just like, he's so excited. I love that. Yeah, I'm sitting here with my coffee too. So, and I shouldn't be drinking coffee this late, but you'll see me, I will be drinking my coffee because I'm actually going for a run after this. I'm going to try to go for a run today. I don't know. I just feel like today's the day. Today's the day. I got to get back into it. I don't know. I'm feeling it. So first out the gate today, we pulled Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of freaking Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. And this was after I pulled the Tower earlier and a couple of lesser good feeling cards. But that was like earlier on today. And no, I didn't pull those in this reading. I pulled them earlier, like I said. So I don't know, maybe you all went through a little bit of like trial. I almost wanted to say trial and error. I feel like there was some kind of purging of emotions earlier, but I feel like because of like some kind of grieving or deep feeling, like dipping into some kind of like old, I do feel like it was some kind of grief to some degree, I want to say, but again, if this reading resonates with you, awesome, stick around. If it doesn't, I meant to say, of course, leave it behind for those of the collective who it does resonate with. I do feel like by feeling through some emotions that you had earlier today, or maybe it was earlier this week, you were able to kind of come out the other side having kind of turned the wheel for yourself. For the collective that I'm reading for, there is a sense of rebirth. There has been a massive rebirth, a massive movement, and massive integration of self-love is what I'm feeling generally. Like there is like this overwhelming self-love and this integration of it in our lives right now. And I say our lives because I'm also moving through the same energy, of course. So I did pull Knight of Cups, which I know a lot of people read as like a romancer. Could be someone in your life who comes in romancing you. Now, this is true. However, I like to focus my readings on the self because so within, so without, as above, so below. What do I mean by that? I mean, what is going on for you internally happens to demonstrate itself externally, so long as the echoes have kind of washed through. What do I mean by that? I mean, There are some things that show up in our life today, like in our external environment. By external environment, I mean anything outside of us, things that we can perceive with our senses. There are things that show up for us in our external environment that are from our past decisions, our past selves, old timelines, things that have to be kind of washed out before the good comes in. Okay, that's what I mean by echoes. Echoes of our past, echoes of old timelines, echoes of the bullshit. But right now, it's like there's a turn of the wheel. There's the Wheel of Fortune, you guys. Came out first today. Like, what? Granted, this was after a tower and like a bunch of other things that fell out, including the Five of Cups fell out earlier today, which is, grieving to some degree, some kind of depression, or like something showed up in your reality that made you like, ugh, gut punch, kind of like, oh. But the thing is that you're realizing that it doesn't have to take over now. It doesn't have to take over. You can continue to love yourself, and you can look back at these things. Look back at these, like, for me, it's my house. For me personally, my partner and I manifested this beautiful home, and to make this short, we were not aligned to the house yet when we moved in, for instance, and we started a family shortly after. And for me, for instance, this like Five of Cups energy, this like kind of depression, grieving, moving through the grief, shows up for me in the way that we were, the way that things kind of played out after my firstborn was born, after my baby was born, which was not long ago. But we weren't aligned for like that situation in our life, right? And we weren't aligned to the house either, because we were busy. We collected a lot of furniture from people who were moving. We were so abundant and I would say lucky. We were very great, and we are so grateful for all of the furniture and all of the things that we inherited from people in our life. But what happened is we weren't aligned to the abundance that we were receiving, and so then things collected, and it's like we almost got to the point where it was too much. Like we got too much stuff. It became almost like to the point of, oh my God, we're like hoarding furniture because we haven't made decisions on this, and we still have this table to place somewhere, and we still have these dressers to put somewhere. So anyways, long story short, that's kind of how things can show up in your life when you're not aligned to them. That's kind of how things can play out when you call in your manifestations, but maybe you're not aligned to them yet, right? Like they can almost get overwhelming. Just like when you hit like the financial jackpot in your life, what a lot of people don't realize is that if they're not aligned to the finances that come in, it can actually be quite overwhelming. And I think we hear a lot about that through like lottery stories and things like that, right? So very, very important to get yourself aligned. But what I'm seeing here is that you're looking back at things that once hurt you. To go back to our reading here. You're looking back at things that maybe didn't pan out the way that you thought they were going to. Maybe you had manifestations that didn't pan out the way that you thought they were going to, or didn't hit the way that you thought they were going to, because there was a lack of this. There was a lack of movement of self-love, like romanticizing yourself and really like putting a good voice out there for yourself. Like right now you're looking back at old times, and I pulled Six of Cups. So your past, right? Your past self, to include your inner child. Very important. There's a lot of healing here right now. And let's see which one showed up first. I guess it was this one. So it's almost like you're giving love to your inner child, and it's healing. It's so freaking healing, man. You're showing up and you're like, yeah, you know what? Like, situations are always going to suck sometimes. Like sometimes like we're going to have echoes of our past. Things are going to show up. Our car might break down. We might get this, XYZ. But you're realizing that it's not the end of the world. And there's actually opportunity in these moments of chaos. And the opportunity is peace within. Because the moment that you realize that there's like a intense power and an immense amount of abundance that you call in, the moment that you realize how powerful it is to show up in peace within when everything outside of you is absolute chaos, the moment that you realize that there is like, that is actual abundance, and that's what calls in luck and manifestation and all of the good things in life, you realize, yes, we pulled the sun next. You realize what true happiness is. You realize that it is self-love. You realize that it is feeling abundance now before you see it, quote unquote. You know, we have this idea of what that looks like. Everybody has this idea of what it looks like. But at the end of the day, you realize that it's not a what does it look like. You're starting to realize, what does it feel like? It's so important. Because if you don't embrace what it feels like, if you don't make that a daily habit, as you already know, you will never be aligned to the manifestations anyways. You'll always be that person hitting the jackpot, hitting the lottery, but the person who's never happy. Because that's not what you actually want. What you actually want is the feeling that came from it once upon a time. You're chasing that feeling that you already know about. Because if you didn't already know about the feeling, and if you hadn't already experienced it at one point in your life, in your past, when you were a child, because children know true abundance, children know what true self-love is, because children are the untainted, I know, it's lack of words here. They are the molded versions of spirit that just are innocently in love with life and themselves. They love them. They love themselves. And you're realizing that that is actual abundance. That's what's going to make you happy when the lottery does come in, per se. You know what I mean? And the lottery may come in. These are really positive cards. I'm just saying. But you're realizing, so I also pulled 10 of Swords reversed. You're also realizing that the worst is behind you. And I got 9 of Swords reversed, which is releasing, it's like overcoming fear, anxiety, but the kind of anxiety, I mean, this is all anxiety though. I was going to say the kind of anxiety that's not actually like, the kind of anxiety, how do I want to put this? That's not coming from, I want to say a place of realism. Like there's nothing to actually be anxious about. Is 9 of Swords upright. It's like you're just fretting. You're fretting over things that haven't happened yet. You're fretting over things that could happen, potentials or this or that. It's like basically 9 of Swords upright to me is reactions of the body, period. It's the body reacting to past, to memories. Anything that makes us anxious is something that's rooted in our past. Because even if it's about our future, anxiety comes from memory. Whether it's memory in our DNA, from our ancestors, from past lives, or it's memory from this lifetime. Anyways, you're realizing you don't need it. You don't need it because of everything. Because you self-love, because the Wheel of Fortune, like you're getting to a place where you're understanding where this fortune comes in at, and it comes in at your center, your eternal center. You can always come back to your center. That's where your abundance is, in alignment with your inner child, aligning your shadow and your light. You're realizing this right now. Okay, anyways, my soapbox. We got 7 of Swords reversed. Okay. 7 of Swords reversed. I'm gonna flip to my handy dandy book here because I like to every now and then. Okay. You're realizing that anything that is dishonest or self-serving or not in alignment with you, anything that is not coming from a place of integrity, anything that is not coming from a place of true, deep, and juicy authenticity is not for you anymore. It doesn't feel good anymore. It doesn't feel healing anymore. It doesn't feel healed. It doesn't feel juicy. It doesn't feel flow. It's like you feel the actual ramifications of blocking your own damn flow in your life, your own luck, every single time you move from a place that begins out of a place that is not authentically aligned with the truest, most natural, juicy you. And you're catching it. You catch it every fucking time now. There's not a freaking moment where you're like, oh, you say something and you're like, oh, no, actually, no. That's just a memory. Yeah, no. That's not me. Like you're realizing what doesn't feel like you nowadays. So you're seeing through your own deceptions. You're seeing through your own delusions. You're seeing through the illusions that you were fed in your past. And you're moving into this place of only moving from a place of self-romanticization and self-love. And you're also just being super kind to yourself when you do feel that 10 of swords or that anxiety. You're like, okay, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm not going to make myself feel bad or like be disillusioned into thinking, I don't know if I'm saying that right, into thinking that I need to like punish myself for maybe like not feeling super strong in this moment. Like you're actually being super nice to yourself, or you're coming into a place where you're realizing that perspective is beneficial for you now. Like you don't need to feel like shit for feeling like shit earlier in the day. Like you're bouncing back quicker, and you're also not punishing yourself for having negative feelings. Like you're seeing the benefit and the abundance and embracing the whole of who you are, which sometimes is anxious or sometimes does have these thoughts, but like you're moving into a place where you're actually having them a lot less anyways, but you're also being way more freaking compassionate for yourself when you are having dark thoughts and dark feelings, and you're realizing that it doesn't make you dark. It makes you human. The end. All right. I also pulled the World, of course, like, right? Okay. I also pulled the World. I am going to open up to the World in this book as well. Okay. Because I like to, like I said, every now and then, I like to. Okay. Embrace your destiny. Celebrate everything you've achieved, of course. You know, we've talked about this before. A cycle in your life has been completed, and this one is freaking deep. I mean, literally, the beginning of this reading began with Wheel of Fortune and ended with the World. Talk about the completion of a freaking cycle. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Like, I'm so excited for this collective. If this reading resonates with you, like, fuck yeah. Good job. Okay, anyways. A cycle has been completed. All right. And you should be so proud. Also, step into your braveness. Step into your courageousness. Have courage and trust in knowing that whatever is unfolding right now, like think of the ever unfolding rose. Like I have an oracle card that says that. The ever unfolding rose. I actually pulled it today. Trust that the unfolding is exactly what it should be right now. You're going to have like every now and then you're going to have a tower moment. And you're going to be like, oh God, life sucks. But, oh, it's good. It's fine again. Oh yeah. Oh, right. It's all good. You know, and like everybody's unfolding is going to look different at this very moment. But you know that everything feels different because all of this shit is happening. It's not that you're going to stop having tower moments. You're never going to stop having tower moments. There's a weird thing in the sky right now that I'm looking at. So I had to stop and say that because it's like a droid Okay. So anyways, you're never going to stop having these moments, and you're starting to realize that, but you're also realizing, yeah, you can have courage and bravery now. You're freaking finally strong enough. You're doing it. You're there. It's so exciting. It's also indicative of, like, there's probably a few more steps, right? But the end of for some of you, there may be a few more steps, but the end is in sight. Like, it's already happening. Just trust in the unfolding. The end is in sight. Even if you can't see it, even if you are part of the collective that cannot see it, you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's already there. So you can't fight it. It's fate. It's destiny. Like, just accept it. It's already happening. You can't fight it. You can't actually fight this. You can't fight the world. Okay? The world is on your side. Have pronoia. Under the understanding that the universe is working in your favor. Period. Okay? Okay. What else? Yeah. I mean, you're in a good spot. The world's at your fingertips. I mean, come on. Like, what else can I say about this? You hold the world in your hands, right? You've worked freaking hard for this. You've been through a shit ton to achieve this. Success, right? Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it every fucking day. Look in the mirror. Like, I love you. You are doing so fantastic. You are on your highest timeline. I acknowledge you. I believe this for you. Like look yourself in the freaking eye and say, I deserve this. Highest timeline that I'm already on, that I'm already living. Okay. I pulled the 6 of freaking wands next. This is external validation, which you don't even need. For some of you, you may be getting this. For some of you, you may not be getting this yet. But it's coming. It's coming. Trust. But don't, you know at this point, don't rely on it. You don't need it. You know you don't need it. But it's coming. So just know that it's coming. A few more steps and it's coming. A few more actions and it's coming. But you can't fight it because it's coming. Like, you're not gonna, like, there's nothing you can do at this point to really go backwards. You have to, like, no, like, it's coming. The moment that you're aligned internally to, like, external fortunes, to the external abundance, you can't really undo that. Like, you're already, that is weird. There's a car driving backwards down the street and a whole line of cars whatever. Mercury retrograde, you guys. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Anyways, then I pulled the Ace of Pentacles, the opportunity, which is you. You're the opportunity. That's all I gotta say about that right now. And I have the Page of Cups. It's just chaos, man. What is going on? The helicopter. I don't know. I'm just gonna let it pass. It's so noisy. Okay. Anyways, you guys, and then the Page of Cups. So this is your inspiration. Your opportunity is gonna be your inspiration. For some of you, the opportunity is literally just you, because you're at the point in your life where all of a sudden, because you've stepped into your wholeness and your authentic self, your opportunity is like literally the fucking world. Like, your opportunity that you're like looking for outside of yourself, you have the world at your fingertips. That's why you're not seeing anything, because literally it is of your choosing. You have no idea how capable you are right now, how brave you are right now, how courageous you are right now. You don't even know. Your potential is out of this earth because you have stepped into creator mode and you have no idea no idea what's coming. Just keep following your highest excitement. Keep being brave. Be open to inspiration. You see, because the Page of Cups is a learner and is an inspired individual speaking from a fish cup for the first time. But in your case, full of self-love, in connection with their inner child, understanding what true joy, abundance, and manifestation truly means to them. Come on. Fucking love this reading. Okay. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful night. I hope you have a beautiful day. Sorry for the camera. I'm sorry for the noise in the camera. But I love you very, very much, and I hope this helps someone out there tonight. I love you. I'll talk to you guys soon.